fragrance community, RiseFrags34. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another review and actual list. This is my 2020 spring niche list. First off, again, I just hope everyone's being very safe out there. Crazy time in the world right now, so please be safe, and prayers are with every one of you who are dealing with this or know someone who's actually dealing with the coronavirus. So, but guys, without further ado, my spring list. This one, very floral for number 10, but for some reason it just has a little muskiness to it. It works for me. Again, very feminine, but if you guys can get away with some feminine fragrances, this one one's a really good one. It's kind of a rare fragrance. I don't hear sort of any kind of talk. Like I said, it's just a really very floral fragrance. But it has some muskiness to it as well. So coming at my number 10, I don't know if you guys have tried this one. They were saying it might be discontinued. Now again, it's from Christian Dior, and I don't know if it's kind of, I always think the Privé line is kind of niche, so I don't know if you want to, I don't know, a regular Sauvage would be like a designer, where the Privé line would be a niche, so, but I don't know, we can argue that all day long, I guess, but I kind of put these Privé, the exclusives and stuff like that in the niche category. But this one is Millie La Forêt. Don't know if you guys have heard of this or tried it, but it is in the Privé collection. Like I said, just very floral and musky, but really good. So I really like this one, guys. It, like I said, comes off your skin, a bit feminine, but it does work. So now, number 9, beautiful fragrance by the House of Xerjoff. There, again, are just so many that I could have chose through this, but I love, when it comes to summer and springtime, the Stars collection is just amazing. This one just has something special about it. It's I don't know, it's neroli, it's a neroli bomb, but other than that, it's got a lot of nice other citruses in it and just works out really well. But this one is Kobe from Xerjoff, guys. Like I said, just a white floral, but just really gives you off this nice, really kind of like a nice woody fragrance towards the base. But Kobe coming in at number 9 for Xerjoff. This one, my buddy Steven over at Red Lessons, he's always liked this one. I got this one almost 6 years ago now, 7 years ago. It was one of my first niche fragrances as well. This is kind of that fresh cucumber slices, turns into like something kind of vegetable-y kind of going on, but I love this one. This one, Jardin du Soleil. It is just a beautiful fragrance. I love the bottle too, but guys, it does have some excellent citruses to it, but like I said, it does give you that freshly cut cucumber and that kind of that vegetable base to it. It's got some basil in there that keeps it kind of bright, and some greens and all that, but just really nice for spring in a bottle. I'm going to say that quite a bit with this list, but that's my number 8. Now this one, of course, very floral again, but it works. Rajadov obviously knows how to mix things, how to blend, and then he really picked for this X-Straight line. It's pretty much discontinued now, but I don't know if he's coming out with them again, but just really focused on that main note. So if it was either vetiver or neroli, lily, whatever it may be, he just really focused on bringing that really natural, just great note to us. But this one I'm going to go with neroli, guys, this year for spring. It is a beautiful floral. Obviously neroli is in there. You have some bergamot and some citruses too that keep it really bright as well. But floral neroli, white floral, but again, that brightness of the citrus. I love these bottles. I know they're long gone now, so if you guys can get your hands on them, it is just a beautiful bottle and fragrance. Now this one's kind of a hard pick for spring, but it works for me. It's that strong rose, and it's a very dark rose, but that lime just brings it all in together, brightens it up a little bit. You still have a little bit of incense. Amouage is known for that incense, but it is just a great fragrance, and I really love this one. I have the non-magnetic cap. I'm not sure if that means anything. I know some of the formulations were done over again. And again, not saying anything bad about the new formulations at all, because a lot of them were probably, I know Interlude is actually the same formulation, I believe. But once again, it's like kind of like a wine. If you let them let them just kind of sit there for a few years. It's amazing what they kind of turn into. I don't know what happens to them, but fragrances, I believe, get better with time. But this one, guys, Lyric Man, like I said, just that beautiful lime and that, you know, that rose that comes out in there. It is just absolutely gorgeous. You do get that, it's like I said, a little bit of that incense too that really makes it deep, but there's a brightness about it as well, which I know this one kind of is a love-hate, but if you guys get your nose on this one, it is just a beautiful fragrance. But Lyric Man by Amouage. All right, guys, this one kind of maybe gonna get a little crap for, I guess, but I really love this one. It's the same kind of as the original, but just a big old burst of lemon, and it really kind of freshens it up a little bit. The dry down does kind of go back in to the original, but you still get a little bit of a hint of that citrus in there in the lemon. But talking about Straight to Heaven, guys, by Killian, unbelievable. You still have that rum and cedar note in there, but that really big burst of lemon. I was actually fortunate enough to have Hennessy actually Killian sign it, which is pretty cool. So nice signed bottle. But I know these were pretty limited, these bottles, but not sure what's going on with them now. But I just love the you know, Straight to Heaven. Obviously alone, I have the fragrance, I just love it. But this one kind of just brightened it up a bit, and I thought it'd be good for the springtime. Again, you guys, you know, it doesn't always have to be floral or springy or anything like that. I mean, it's nice to have those fragrances, but you can kind of sometimes throw in some darker stuff in there. And a guy at my work was wearing a Spice Bomb the other day, and it was warmer, and it actually smelled really good. So I know that's a total winter fragrance and all that, but it's still nice to smell some of those in the springtime or summertime as well. So this one, again, another great spring fragrance. It's floral, it's rose, but you get some beautiful spices in there. You get some pepper in this one as well. But Bay Rose 26 by Le Labo. Like I said, rose. It's weird because you have some aldehydes in here, which kind of keep it really uplifting and sweet in there, or not sweet, but like kind of freshy and clean. But then you also get these, you get some like cloves and stuff in there as well, like pepper and cloves, which it's just this one is just awesome. It's an exclusive, I believe Chicago exclusive. So again, pricey, but I just love this stuff, and you don't need much of it. It does perform really well as well. So Bay Rose 26. Now this one is actually a very new bottle of mine. I'm so glad I have it in my collection. Even if thinking about getting just a backup bottle, because I'm not sure what they're gonna do, because they have the new version kind of in the designer version of it, and it's a little bit less pricey. I have the private blend version, but I just did a review on this. I love this fragrance, guys. It's just that beautiful barbershop. There's so much more going on with this one, though. It is such a modern fougere, but it's also classic. This, guys, I don't know, but I am in love with this. Beau de Jour by Tom Ford. I'm really gonna go sparingly on this bottle because I just absolutely love it. It is gorgeous. Like I said, you just have the beautiful rosemary and oak moss in there, but then just that huge lavender blast, and it's incredible, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, I love this fragrance. It is just, it's awesome. It brings me back, but also it's good enough to wear that's modern and just really great for the springtime and actually all around, you know. So top two, like I said, I could have picked a lot of them for the top two, and all of these kind of could have been in there. Besides the Milly Laferré, that one's just a bit feminine, but I just really like it. I'm gonna try and enjoy it this spring. But all the other ones are really could have been all in the top three and all that. But this one also is a new acquisition, Raja Dove. Not sure, this is very similar to Kuwait. I'm gonna go ahead and actually do a review on it after this video. But guys, this one is Fordham and Mason. This one is actually exclusive. Now, there's also a Tafe Rose. This one is not the Tafe Rose. This one is the exclusive Parfum. And guys, this one is just a beautiful peach blast. Has some florals in there, has some rose, but you just get this like vanilla. It is, like I said, it's all there's some similar ones. It's not even close to being as sweet as Sweetie Oud, but it has a little bit of kind of like that nuance. And then Kuwait too has just that beautiful Kuwait version. So I don't know if this was kind of a hey, we discontinued Kuwait and we're gonna go ahead and put it in this bottle, but it is pretty similar. Little differences there, but that really nice peach note. Look at that bottle, guys. I mean, it is just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful star on there, but I love Raja Dove, of course, is just you know, a beautiful perfumer and person, but just his fragrances are just gorgeous. Wish this one would perform a little bit better. You know, usually after I think about that 6-7 hour, it is pretty darn close to the skin. That's why I kind of pulled it up for springtime too, because once it starts getting a little bit warmer, you know, warmer spring, I think it's going to work beautifully because it does have that sweetness to it. And the peach, and there's a little bit more some citrusy, brighter florals in there as well, but it just doesn't have that huge, massive performance, which would be, you know, for fall and winter. So I'm kind of pulling it up for spring this year. But guys, very, very nice fragrance. I can't wait for it to kind of develop in the next few years. Like I said, kind of gets better once they sit in the bottle for a while after a few years. But this one, beautiful fragrance. Number 2. And number 1, I don't know if you guys have heard of this one. This one is very rare. You know, no one probably has heard of this one. This one's a very, you know, it's just not talked about too much for spring. This one is GIT, Green Irish Tweed, for number 1. And lemon verbatim, obviously that strong note in there. You get this really nice violet, and of course that awesome Creed ambergris. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I think I'm halfway through this bottle. And yeah, that was a joke. I mean, everybody knows Green Irish Tweed, but I don't know if you can see this, but this one is 11XO2, guys. So 2011 bottle. So happy and glad I have it in my collection. This one is just gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. It performs so well. You know, it does have that cool water vibe, but man, this one is, there's just something with the ambergris, and it's just richer. It's just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So number 1, guys. No surprise, spring fragrance in a bottle, should be in every gentleman's collection, and I just love this. So Creed, Green Irish Tweed for number 1. So guys, I gotta tell you, it's just a crazy world right now. Please be safe out there, and yeah, to all of you who, you know someone who has this disease or who is going through it, please, you know, prayers are with you guys, and all the support. So guys, be safe out there. RiseFrags34, thank you so much for joining me for this spring list, and try and do the best you can with enjoying life right now, and enjoying springtime. And I love the trees are starting to get green here. Grass is green. I just love the, you know, but besides my crazy allergies for springtime, I love this time of year as well, because it's starting to be warmer, you know, shorts and t-shirts, and it's just a nice time to enjoy outside because it's not too crazy hot yet. So, but guys, RiseFrags34, thanks again for joining me for another list, and I love you guys. Talk to you soon.